Do you really think you can have a CoverGirl contract with a gap in your mouth?
Yeah, why not?
This is all people see. It's Easy Reads Beautiful CoverGirl.
Today, I'm reacting to an episode from America's Next Top Model where one of the models has a gap in her teeth, and Tyra says, "You really think that you can be a model with a gap in your teeth? You need to get it fixed." And the model refuses. So let's take a look. I guess they start this off by taking the girls to the dentist.
Ready to start?
Yeah.
This is something like I'll never forget, and it's definitely gonna change my life.
Danielle, so is there anything that you don't like about your smile?
My gums are receding up here, like on my front tooth.
What about the gap?
I love my gap. The gap, I love the gap. The signature gap is staying in my mouth. That's who I am.
Love that. Yes. And as someone, I also have a gap. You probably can't see it, but I definitely grew up. My gap was a lot bigger, but when my wisdom teeth came in, they pushed it in. So my gap is less noticeable, but I was definitely made fun of for having a gap in my front two teeth. And I have a gap right here, just a little bit. Danielle's on one of the most popular modeling shows, being pressured. Like, they literally took her to the dentist to talk to her about this. Tyra's like, "I have somewhere for you to be." No, not modeling, not the photo shoots, the dentist. Took her to this dentist who's like, "So what do you feel about this?" Just so that they can kind of push her in the direction because they think that she would look better without her gap. But no, she likes her gap. She wants to keep it. She says, "That's who I am." I love that. He asked her, "Is there anything you don't like about your mouth?" She told him exactly what she doesn't like. And then he brought up, "Oh, but what about your gap?" Like, if she had a problem with that, she would have brought it up, but she didn't. Let's keep it moving.
So walking outside, and I kind of feel like, what the hell's going on? So I'm walking, and then I see Tyra.
Hello, Jade. All right, so Jade, everybody thinks modeling is glamour and fabulous and beautiful, but there's an ugly side. Yes.
Yeah, this show. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I had to be the one. We were all thinking it. Let's continue. You know what? No, I said what I said.
And I've shed so many tears in this industry. So today, you're going to be doing a photo shoot directed by me, and you're going to be crying in the photo shoot, okay?
Okay, so since Tyra has cried, she thinks all the models should cry as well for a photo shoot. Purely for educational purposes only.
I got a little tool here.
Oh, okay.
And this is Tear Stick.
Awesome.
I'm going to put this on your eyes, and this is going to make you cry.
With all due respect, Tyra, I don't think you need the tear stick. I think just you being there is enough. You're not giving yourself enough credit here. I'm disappointed that you would think you need a tear stick. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, it's gonna have a little bit of bite to it, so. Can you feel it, maybe?
They put like a stick of vapor on her eyes, so her eyes would tear. At first, I didn't feel it. It was like on my eye, dude. Like,
All right.
So, Sutan, give me a little bit more. Come on, give me a little bit more.
Feel it already?
Tears are coming.
All right, Jim? So, Jade, it's not going to be like acting.
Okay.
It's just like, I'm so sad, but...
Be real. Yeah, she said.
All right. Yeah, look above his head.
Don't worry, Tyra. It'll be real. A very appropriate photo shoot for Tyra to be present for and direct, I'd say. Crying? Yeah, sounds about right. Like, I don't know if this will go in a book. Like, casting directors flipping through the model's book. He sees a picture of her crying. All she has to say is, "America's Next Top Model." And then the guy's like, probably going to be like, "Say no more." Tyra, huh? Yeah. Was Tyra there? I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like that's how the conversation would go.
Yeah, look above his head, like this, like, oh, beautiful,
Nice.
just like that. Close your eyes and open. All right, we got it.
Cool. That was
Alrighty.
awesome.
Make it tear
Did he
up.
literally take like 2 pictures? He's like, "Okay, goodbye." 1 test shot. The settings aren't right or anything. He's like, "Beautiful."
Make it tear up.
Are you ready, Miss Danielle?
Yeah, I'm definitely crying.
It's supposed to burn.
So, Tom, what is this you put in my eye? What is this? I'm crying because, like, the menthol is steady making my tears flow, but I want to scream. It was really bad.
Okay, here we go. We'll pour in, okay? Feel a little better?
No, that's better.
Better? Okay.
If it's burning the model's eyes to the point where you have to put water, is that... I've never had to use this product, like a vapor rub, to make people cry. But if you have any experience in this, I would love to hear your thoughts. Like, is that normal for, I don't think it would be, like, her eyes literally seem like, it looks like she's in pain is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But once I got up there, you know, I got into the zone.
Good. Relax your face. Think old Hollywood movie star. Now I want you to push it and get out of your comfort zone. Like this. I'm so sad and I'm so innocent.
She has menthol in her eyeballs. What are you doing? The last thing I would want to hear is Tyra giving me directions after burning my eyeballs and then pouring like a water bottle into my eye, directly onto my eye. I'd be like, please don't talk to me. Dude, I'm telling you guys, eye pain is no joke.
Took my husband. But that's what you need to think, though, while we're shooting you. You don't have to act that much. The tears are on your face, so that's already doing half the work, okay? I want you to watch me, because it's not like, because what you're doing is you're doing real tears. You're going like, so look at the picture that I'm creating.
Tyra's a wonderful director, and she was just giving me thoughts to put in my head.
It's more like,
So I tried to give Tyra what she asked for.
push your body forward again, like into it, into it.
At that point, Tyra should just be modeling. She's like, let me show you how it's done. She does the whole photo shoot. She's like, okay, that was good job, everyone. I loved, today was an amazing day.
Furrow your brow just a little bit. Think sad. Less sexy and more bad little girl.
I'm doing my best, and actually they're like, look sad, because Tyra just told me I kind of look sexy.
Think sad.
And it really wasn't working.
Imagine you're trying to get in the zone and you're trying to model, and then someone is like in your ear, look sad. No, look sad. Sadder. You're looking sexy. Like, I think that would honestly make me do worse. I like the fact that Tyra's giving them direction. I think it's important. I also feel like if you're trying to portray a certain emotion, you need some time to actually feel it so that you're able to portray it in the most natural way possible to the photographer.
Ready, Nana? Yeah, there you go. Relax your face. Relax your face. Think old Hollywood movie star. Tears. There you go.
It surprised me that the emotion came out. The only time I get really vulnerable and weak is when I think about my family.
What is it, Nana? What is it?
I don't know, let me cry.
But the fake tears made something real come? Do you feel like a release, maybe? Okay, give me a hug.
I'm kind of relieved because I've been tempted to give in to crying, but I've just been so stubborn about it.
Yeah, that was a nice moment. I'm happy that she was able to let some of that out. 'Cause sometimes you do just need to cry, and there's nothing wrong with crying. Let it out a little, and it's okay to feel vulnerable and to be vulnerable.
Sarah, so I need you to think old movie star, like you're sad and you're crying. Nice, Sarah.
Crazy that I'm getting, kind of a one-on-one lesson from Tyra Banks on modeling.
Stick your neck out. There you go. Good. Hey, good.
That was great direction.
Hands like more like
Love that.
softer. Oh. And then on your head, like you have a headache. Oh.
Overall today, I feel horribly sick, and I know I have to go back to the dentist tonight. I just am not, in the mood for it.
Oh, so she had to get a procedure done where they were taking out her teeth. So she did the procedure, and then they had her do this photo shoot. So she most likely is feeling sick and is probably in pain right now. And they made her do a photo shoot. That's messed up. It's that dentist trip, I'm telling you. Why kind of plan that in the middle of all these photo shoots, right? Doesn't really make sense to do that.
Oh, wait. So is something in the eye or is it the glycerin?
I think that glycerin got in it.
I'm in so much pain, but sometimes you have to go through pain, to be beautiful.
Close your eyes in between and open. Nice,
Right.
nice.
You made him cry. You didn't tell him to go home.
Exactly.
Just wait for it. It's coming. This poor girl, she has tooth pain and she has eye pain. I honestly don't even know how she's doing this right now. She's literally posing and modeling and they put eyeshadow on her. I can't imagine having literal eye pain and then they're like, okay, we're gonna do a whole smoky eye on you. Is that okay? Oh my goodness. And then she's like, and you're getting a root canal tonight. Give the girl a break. For the most part, I feel like Tyra was giving really good direction. She was visually showing poses, which is very helpful for models when they're posing. I will do that all the time as well. Like I'll lay down on something and then be like, okay, I want you to pose like this, do something like that. So visually showing poses is a great way to give feedback, to give ideas. So I think overall it went really well. I like the concept. It's a cool concept. I don't know how I feel about the black background, but we'll see. Maybe it won't look as, I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to black background, sometimes they get so dark and everything kind of gets lost. It's like space. I think space, nebulas, minus the sparkles and all that pretty stuff. Just it gets kind of dark. So, but we'll see. Maybe that's the mood they're going for. Dark room with the light bulb kind of situation. I don't know. So let's see.
Tony, let's take a look and see how
They literally took her back to the
I
dentist.
get to go to Dr. Falcone's office. This process of getting veneers, it's a lot of work and a lot of stress.
You're putting them on now?
Yes. Now just bear with me. Once it snaps into place, we're all done. What you got now?
Wow.
Goodness. Wow.
You like the way it looks?
I love it. It's so nice.
I feel a little uncomfortable still smiling because I'm not used to this kind of smile yet.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
But also, how is she going to upkeep that? Doesn't it cost money to kind of, you don't have to change it like every 10 years, right? It's nice that they would do that for her if she wants that. And she, she seems happy about it. But at the same time, what about the maintenance? It's going to cost a lot of money too, right? I mean, I'm sure it's, I don't know. I don't know too much about veneers, but I know they're very expensive.
Alrighty, so Ferranda, you did 2 photo shoots this week. You did one where I spoke to you about the ugly side of modeling, and sometimes it gets so ugly that it just makes you want to cry. So, here's your best shot.
Why didn't they just make it black and white? Not crazy about the toning of this. It looks like there's a bit of yellow in here. A bit of yellow. Her neck gets a bit lost with the little stray hairs. I would have just cleaned that up and maybe done something like this. Because sometimes your neck can get lost and you can lose shape. I wish I could have seen like more of an emotion. But I think, yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Up next is Brooke.
Well,
Yeah, this toning. I don't like the toning. The hair being kind of draped on the arm. I wouldn't have done that. I would have just had her toss her hair, show the arm a bit more. Like the hair is kind of in the way for this one. Even, look, it's like falling on her neck. And then the arm kind of gets lost behind her hair, like as you can see when she does this. So just, I don't know. I don't like the angle of this and how it was shot. So it's the photographer, really.
For a girl who cries a lot, I think that could have been a stronger picture.
Brooke, for me, it just wasn't like so pleasurable on set because I feel like you're so in your head and you're so nervous. So I felt like I had to kind of tell you, pull your face here, do this, and you tense up.
So you were giving direction. But it was nice that she was giving direction because that's what you're supposed to do when you're working with models. They kind of make it seem like it's a bad thing for her to receive feedback. Like, oh, I had to tell you, I gave you this idea, but it's normal. That's what's supposed to happen on a photo shoot. Models are supposed to get feedback. That's how they get better.
Alrighty, up next is Joni.
This one's a really cool one. I like this. Very nice. I like the composition in this one a lot more and how it was composed. I love her emotion and her hand placement kind of like this. Great. The fingers at the very bottom, kind of on her, almost near her neck. I would have just not had that or cropped it in. I would have just cropped it in because it just seems like you crop it at the fingers. But otherwise, this is a really good one. This is my favorite so far.
It was a joy working with you because you understand how to make anguish but still stay pretty.
And that could be in an art book or it could be in a fashion magazine.
That's because of the dentist, Tyra. She had to remove 4 teeth, had a whole surgery procedure kind of thing. Tyra's like, you really know how to make it look like you were in anguish. I'm like, you're not kidding.
And your teeth, by the way, look a lot better.
Thank you.
Give us a smile. She got her teeth fixed.
You go through a lot of pain?
One day I was there for 12 hours. Last night I was there for 6 hours.
Well done, you.
You look so much better.
Thank you.
Okay, up next is Danielle.
She was at the dentist for a total of 18 hours. And then they made her do photo shoots in between that too. I don't know why I felt weird about Nigel saying, you look so much better. Or am I like overreacting? Am I taking it like, okay.
Okay, up next is Danielle.
So, Danielle, you went to the dentist, but you refused to have your gap closed.
Do you really think you can have a CoverGirl contract with a gap in your mouth?
Yeah, why not?
This is all people see. It's Easy Reads Beautiful CoverGirl. It's not marketable.
Yeah, just a little bit is okay, but I don't want to completely close it.
Well, I guess she just left the gap wide open for another girl, baby.
I agree.
So, all right, that sounds a little... Do you have to say it like that? If you don't want to close your gap, I mean, you may not win this entire competition if you don't do what we ask. That's what I heard. It doesn't seem very voluntary, is what I'm like, and I don't like that. The girls should have a choice. If she wants to close her gap, great. If she doesn't, great. You don't need to adhere to the beauty standards that you guys set. She stood her ground. I'm so proud of her for that. This is probably so not easy to stand in front of literally Tyra Banks, who's telling you, you think you can have a contract with a gap in your teeth? You really think? Like kind of almost questioning her. You really think that you're going to make it in this industry with a gap? That's cute. That's kind of the vibe I got. I hate that Tyra said that gaps are not marketable. Do you think everyone just has perfect teeth, Tyra? Not everyone grew up with who's that one character on The Fairly Odd Parents? The one with the teeth? Is it Chip Skylark or something? Chip Skylark? Is that him? Chip Skylark. Okay, yeah. Do you think everyone's Chip Skylark? Tyra, I come out like full set of teeth, good veneers, like shining pearl whites. No. It just shows how out of touch Tyra is with reality and what actual people look like. Average people. Like, that's not marketable. So who are you marketing to? People with perfect teeth? After they get braces? Like, come on. People with perfect teeth usually didn't have perfect teeth, and they know how it feels like to not have perfect teeth because they had to get braces, or they were made fun of, or they had to pay for expensive procedures. So it's not like they would look at a person with a gap and be like, oh my goodness, they have a gap. Like it's this terrible thing. No, most of those people probably had a gap before or had terrible teeth. Beautiful. Only thing, the hand, see how her hand's kind of like this? Maybe I would have personally just done something like that. So it looks really pretty though. I love the side of her face, and I love the composition in this and her hand placement. She looks beautiful. As I suspected, the black background kind of just blends everything in. I don't know why they chose a black background. They could have done like a gray or something. They have to. It just does. I don't like the black background for this. Like her hair kind of just gets lost in this. And I knew that was going to, like, when I saw the black background, I'm like, that's probably going to happen.
I don't see any deep emotion. I certainly don't see sadness.
You already know you can take a pretty picture. It's effortless for you, but I never got that true, deep, strong emotion.
In contrast, I think Danielle would have been extremely marketable because not everyone has perfect teeth. And by the way, just because you have a gap doesn't mean, like, you don't have nice teeth. Not everyone's teeth are straight, close together. Like, not everyone has money for veneers or braces or to go to the dentist all the time. Like, it's not possible for a lot of people. So seeing someone with a gap would have actually been very marketable, very relatable. So that's just my opinion. Like, why is the hand cropped? The cropping of these is kind of... I don't know why they cropped it like this. Like, it's just like, okay, her hand, and then it's just like her shoulder. I mean, I feel like the composition could have been stronger in this. I love her expression and emotion in this one. It has to be one of my favorites. I think she did a great job. But just, again, the toning and the black background, not my favorite. The photo kind of gets lost.
There. It's another very beautiful photograph.
So it's really, it's pain. It's real. Because I've suffered. Excuse me.
Jade, one thing, I don't mean to question emotion.
But I feel like you're going to question emotion right now. She's like, I don't mean to kind of question all of this, like your speech about being sad and all that. But I'm about to do that, just that.
But when you teared up, I didn't believe it.
It seemed like bad acting to me.
I do agree with you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I wasn't looking at you. I decided to look behind you. And I noticed several girls' eyes roll in their head.
I know, how I am inside. And that's why I'm dealing with so much torn.
I think you think that the opposite of arrogance is submissive and sad. And the opposite of arrogance for us is exuberant and grateful. It's not, oh yes, Tyra, I'm sad. That's not what it is.
So are you... It just seems to me like they're telling her, okay, these emotions are not valid, and the way that you're displaying your emotions don't seem real to us. But she's actually telling them that she's going through, like, she's been suffering, and and the fact that Nigel also was like, the girls, I was looking past you, and the girls were all rolling their eyes behind. Like, why even mention that? Because they're trying to stir the pot. It's kind of just so wrong. Like, it's supposed to be a photo shoot about portraying emotion and kind of being in that feeling, and yet when she is saying, like, okay, I did feel like some sadness there, they're like, no, we don't believe that. Remember, we used the tear stick. Who am I to say what she was feeling in this exact moment? If she was truly sad, if she was faking it, I don't know.
Next is Sarah.
I mean, it's not a bad photo. It's okay. I don't know if I really like the execution of these pictures that much. It's very dark and dreary, which, I mean, it kind of fits. It's supposed to be like a sad photo. But just, you can barely see the tear. I mean, they rubbed all that vapor on her. You can barely see it. I'm photoshopping something in there. I'm like, I did not almost like scratch my eyeballs for no reason.
Oh, she looks like she has a headache.
It doesn't evoke really crying or misery to me. It's sort of more slightly nuts.
Appreciate the feedback. Thank you. Noted.
Sarah, it seems that you're not passionate about modeling. What do you have to say about that?
I would have to say that I think that's absolutely untrue. Just doing this, I've kind of discovered a different side of myself that I never really knew was there. And more I'm becoming passionate about it, so.
Alrighty, last but not least.
Interesting question there. You don't seem to be passionate about modeling, and yet here she is in the final few selection of girls on this modeling show, chosen by you guys. It's like, we don't really see the passion. Okay, then why is she there? Why did you keep her for like 8 episodes?
Last but not least, Nana.
I like this one. I definitely see the emotion there. I think it's great. The composition and the framing, the photo itself, it just seems... Yeah, I don't like the execution of these photos. And also, this one seems more of like a black and white versus the other one was like more warm toned. Am I just seeing that? Let me go back. The photos before had like a warm tone to them, and then this one is more just like plain black and white. So it just seems like very confusing, like how they tone these images.
When I look at this shot, I feel that the chin is so large in the picture that if you brought it down a little bit, it would just look a little more sort of gentle.
If you have any complaints, direct them to Tyra, who's sitting right next to you, because she was literally there on the photo shoot giving feedback and instructions and pose ideas to all of the girls the entire photo shoot. So if there's any issues, all I'm saying is, like, if you have any problems with the pictures, Tyra was there to direct them. She was a part of the process to get this photo. So if you don't like this photo that Tyra chose, or whoever chose, I don't know who chose it. If you're not liking the picture, Tyra was also responsible because she was there directing it and giving feedback. So I feel like there's a bit of responsibility there.
Yeah. Apparently you're on the phone with your boyfriend almost every night. Have you lost your focus in this competition?
I haven't let my boyfriend distract me. I haven't lost my focus.
You want this more than you want to be with your boyfriend?
Absolutely.
She can have both. She can have a boyfriend. She can have phone calls every day. Like, why are they making it seem like you can't talk on the phone every day to your family members or loved ones and be a model? Why is that why are they making this into a problem? That is crazy. She's literally having one phone call. Maybe it's for like even 5 minutes, barely anything, and that's just enough to ring the alarm bells. They got the squad outside like, we need to take care of the situation's getting out of hand. She had a phone call. What's next, huh? She's gonna hug her dad. She's gonna go see her family. She's gonna spend Christmas with her grandma. What's next? Just so ridiculous how they're villainizing this.
Because that's what it might come to.
All right, Nana.
Why? So you're telling her she can't have a boyfriend and model? Why do I feel like they're all trying to be like her parents? Like, I don't know if he's right for the family. Do you really want to be with him? It's us or him. You gotta choose. Let's see who gets eliminated.
Jade, you stand before me. Not because of bad pictures. But you know what I saw when you were tearing up?
Tears?
Somebody that was very...
emotional? Sad? Anguish?
No matter...
Ooh, you're gonna call her fake?
No matter how beautiful a picture is, public's not gonna fall in love with somebody that's arrogant or defensive or fake.
Or with a gap? You forgot that, Tyra. The gap tooth, remember? The irony of Tyra calling this model fake on a show like America's Next Top Model. Interesting. She's gonna call her fake, but she's probably gonna keep her. She's like, but we're still gonna keep you here.
Brooke, the judges look at you, and every week, you're the most beautiful girl to them here. They still haven't seen that in a picture.
Then it's the photographer.
And the judges have kept you around for a long time, saying, maybe it's gonna happen, maybe it's gonna happen. Give her another chance, give her another chance.
I didn't hear the judges say that at all.
No more chances, Brooke.
Why do you have to say that, though? No more chances, Brooke?
I really fucked the picture. Honestly, it was not fake.
But people always confuse what you're giving as something else. You have to get in touch with your emotions and hope that what you're feeling is what you are portraying.
But then you're gonna question that. So does that even matter? What is this conversation even? I don't understand why. What's the problem? She took a good picture. Tyra literally said, "It's not because your pictures are bad. It's just because you're fake. Like it's because she's fake. But it's a modeling competition. I don't understand. Let's just go."
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Still moving towards becoming America's Next Top.
All of that. You're defensive. You're arrogant. You're fake. Congratulations. Oh my goodness, y'all! That was a roller coaster for real. That judging was all over the place. I swear to God, like every time a model came, it got worse and worse and worse. What the hell?